see you playing in the AMG. Let it rain on me. I'm my head, boys. I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his soul. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I save him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on. And he knows it's true. When I play with him like that. When I play with him like that. Play with him like that. That he's coming right back.
There's a girl in my backyard. I could run.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first down at their own 24-yard line.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. That's dumped off to Pollard. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
finding room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Levis back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Pollard going to try the right side. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And it's a Titans touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Waddle, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That two is going to change things up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Ready.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Watson, Oscar, Watson, Oscar.
In motion, Hill. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Tua going to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
They'll run. Achane. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Turbo 1, high. Turbo 1, high. Watson, Oscar. Turbo 1, high.
Now Tua. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Solo left Zion. Out.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Levis from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Nice grab there by Ridley, who made the move to Tennessee this offseason after recording over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns in his lone season as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now that the rust of the previous couple of years is worn off, the Titans, they're certainly hoping he can take it a step further in 2024 in Nashville. I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Levis looking to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Levis sets up to throw here. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Second and 9.
Like 49.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Like 46.
Levis looking to move him around a bit.
And 24 Linda. Green.
In motion right is Ridley. Back to throw, it's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Inaudible here to get a new look. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go, 4th down, Levis. That one out wide and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them. and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
All right, come on.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is to the former Titan, Jonnu Smith. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's third and a few inches.
It's safe. Go ahead. Hey, 21 TA. Ready?
Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Longer, long.
Tua to throw again. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going. And
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Jason Sanders is the kicker for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Levis to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go. 22 window, 22 window.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Levis. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Levis will sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Will Levis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans add 6 to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now, this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Final minute now, the 3rd quarter.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Levis from the gun.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Levis back to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, standing just about on his own goal line. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Turbo wide. Hey, long.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Help.
Now Tua. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pollard to return from the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Turbo 3, kick.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Hey, Watson, Oscar. Set.
On 3rd down, Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Like 54, like 54. Hey, I'm back! I'm back!
Here's Pollard again.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
They'll run left with Pollard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think we saw the strategy there, how they moved it to the left hash so they could line things up for them to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Scat. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Here's 1st down.
Ready.
Throwing Tua.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
What a game we were treating.